because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's
It's
great.
more like, how does San Francisco fuck that up? Like, I don't know. Like, I love street food. I love, like, the idea that in New York you walk down the street and it's like in a video game when there's a lot of ammo, and you're just like, oh, here's a neon sign that says hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, and then there's a guy there who's like, you want a hot dog? And you're like, yeah, sure. And you're like, all right, give me $4 or whatever. And you're like, yeah, okay.
We got really lucky one afternoon because our producers were kind of like, hey, we're kind of wrapped for the day. It's like 2:30 on like a Saturday, and we don't have any video shoots until like 9 o'clock or something like that, or 8 o'clock. So you guys have a few hours. And Max was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, here we go. I go, let's eat medical marijuana and go to the Museum of Natural History. Yeah. So,
I'm good.
Called us a cab. We went up to like 80th Street, right outside of Central Park. We went to the Museum of Natural History, which is a place I fucking adore. I've been going there since it's determined my sense of awe and scale of humanity versus the universe since I was 5 years old. Right? It's the kind of place where, like, you walk in, first thing you see when you walk in is a fucking dinosaur statue.
So that building feels like kind of a traditional, like, high school or middle school feels on your first day there.
Yeah.
Like, it feels, the scale of it feels just stunning, like, massive. And it's like, as a large man, it's assessing that.
Yeah, even as, like, a big kid going in there, you know, like, you're kind of like, this is impossibly large, and I'll never understand how much space there is in here, right? You've never been to New York, right? Never. Did you, like, go into, like, any like, sort of large-scale, like, sort of history museums or anything like that? Like, the kind of ones that are, like, catch-alls for history, like,
not me that I really think of, not when I was a kid, no.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know, we went on the JFK assassination tour in Texas one time.
That's a little bit different. That's fun. I mean, so his skull was a catch-all for history in that museum.
Christ.
So we're touching on the way dinosaurs were presented was kind of it was kind of a side effect of the Industrial Revolution, because it was like the iron industry. They were like, hey, you guys been finding these giant fucked up bones. Like, imagine if they'd started finding dinosaur bones like before they had iron fittings or like metal cables to hold them up.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that. You couldn't be like, a wooden structure to support these fucked up large stones. It wouldn't work. They would fucking break. So it became this contest of like, how big can you make these fucking lizards, to the point that it was actually detrimental to the scientific aspect, where they were like, the fucking T-Rex actually kind of walked like a chicken. Like his head was pretty low to the ground, his tail was there to balance him, but everyone's like, yeah, put him up on his ass. Make his hands up on his chest like a weird little man, and put his dick out, like just really just
Make him look tall and terrifying.
yeah, because it was you know, theatrical. It was like, oh yeah, they're terrible lizards. They're terrifying. And in order to do that, you gotta have these giant buildings. So like these huge fucking buildings that are just dedicated to this pursuit of like if you look at it now, the Museum of Natural History is inhumane as fuck, because they're like, yeah, we traveled the globe and we killed all the animals. We found a dodo. Like that is a fucking that is a Far Cry 3 platinum trophy. That building, like
Seriously, and it's like they're like, we gotta hire an artist to paint that animal's favorite thing behind him that he didn't see because he was shot in the back of the head.
And now it's like we have zoos because they have the technology to actually like keep the animals. And they're like, yeah, we've been looping up the pandas every night, putting out panda porn on HD and trying to get them to fuck so they can procreate.
But it's weird because
But then they were just like, we killed 2 of them, we put them in there in the glass.
I went to the Museum of Natural History before I ever went to a zoo when I was very young, and my great-great-great-great-grandkids will go to things like the Museum of Natural History in lieu of zoos, because there won't be any animals in captivity in the apocalypse. Like, stuffed animals on a gargantuan level surrounded by their favorite plants and paintings or whatever.
No, they'll go to stuff in VR, or they'll go to nightclubs like in Blade Runner, where there's a lady with her tits out and this fake snake on her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, shit like that. So, like, for some reason, like, they got that sort of, like, pre-apocalypse zoo notion long before, you know, that's even a thing to worry about. But there's something, like, very incredibly funny about walking around a place like that. But what really killed Max and I was walking through, like, if you, it's such a fucking labyrinth of a building. You can walk through, like, the Eastern Asian Animal Hall, or you go through, like, the jungles, or, like, that giant room with the huge snake.
It feels like that fucking forest in Link's Awakening where they're like, yeah, follow that shit outlawed. He's gonna be like, yeah, I would like to go to the dinosaur area. I'll follow the sign. And you go through, like, you follow the sign, you go around in 3 circles, and you're like, I'm still in these pots.
Yeah, so Max and I veer left, and all of a sudden the medicine starts kicking in, and it's incredibly quiet. It's incredibly quiet in certain rooms there, and it's like, they just start playing like weird, like, and there's just like drawings and paintings, and then there's just like sculptures everywhere of like fucked up pots that people with like $8 to their whole life, and like a house made of like stones and bones. We're just like, I want to fucking fucked up and make action figures all that.
We've been at a goddamn comic convention for 3 days where it's the fucking Geico booth is blaring dubstep. And there's people like, as you do, hey, you want to line up for the Funko Pop Excotians? You gotta come over here and get these things. And we're going to the corner, they're like, oh, wow, they're gonna do Hot Toys and Sideshow Collectibles. And Conan O'Brien dressed as one of the doctors. So check out these new fucking custom-made amiibos. We got them right here. And you're like, what the it's just, we made a Waluigi. And someone's running a fucking popcorn machine, so it smells just like Roger Ebert's farts. This action figure used to be Gex the Gecko, but now it's a Geico Gecko who's undercover now to give you savings on health insurance. They were that fucking creative. They just had an RV blaring dubstep, and they were like, line up because there's a line. You know, the lines lead to good things because it's Comic-Con. We went from that to this. We don't go with the flow. That's progressive. Sorry, Max. Drown yourself. We went from that to a large, quiet stone building where there were, 100 times as many little tiny things to look at under glass. But it was like, everyone's like, holy shit, none of them were licensed. Yeah, exactly. But then we show up and we're high as shit. We're like, the latest line of McFarlane Collectibles. They finally received the license for those pots that look like men. But it's just really funny to hit new DreamWorks movie, Ocarinas. We were fucking in tears because like you turn the corner and there's just like an entire shelf of like bootleg ass amiibos that dudes made in like Mesopotamia. And then just like everyone has these faces and we're just like, ooh. And then it's like, bare bones, it's like, and fur, and it's like, I'm finished making that fence full of fish. This is like 6 feet of just like spikes with like fish in it. He's like, I made it. I know we can go home and have sex. We're like trying to read the placards and be respectful, but we kept just like cracking up because they'd be like, here's a glass case full of what the average man would eat, and it would be like a bunch of rocks and a large parrot and like a bunch of nuts. We got like, I'm like, hey man, you want to grab a bunch of me? Like, nah, man, I had a bunch to eat earlier. Here, check out what I had.
I fucking lost it at like, I absolutely consider myself
in the
sense that I completely
croissant.
in that video.
Eat him! Oh no, this is what the crane's doing! Stay away from the crane! Oh no, foot soldier! Help me, turtles! Help!
But I get to the
Thank you so much, turtles!
refuge
Get
of
Crane!
this exhibit.
Yes! Oh no, he's gonna escape! Oh! He escaped with his laser death ray!
Someone died in Amazon times back in the day. The big problem was that it took 2 days
Killed
to
Crane.
ship their bodies.
Good job.
That was your prime. But they were like, hey, you know what sucks? We're terrified of ghosts. And they were like, well, ghosts are going to come back and kill us. So you know what we should do? We should constantly dig up the body, rebury it, and rebury it, dig it up and rebury it. And it was kind of like, maybe that's why you're afraid of ghosts, because instead of something dying, something digging it up. And they were like, weird sex roles, like, men can fuck anybody and so can women. But if a woman gets caught, a man gets to cut an X in the back of that other man's head. But it's not easy to get caught because the woods are dense. But unless you're too skinny to not fuck behind a tree, and we can see you, we're cutting an X behind your head. It was like, I'm mad that like sometimes I forget like my password for my email. Like I'm mad for like
Oh no, he got you!
on my bank. And these people back in the day were just like, yeah, you can fuck anybody, but when we get a divorce, we get separate cots in a house, and also I gotta cut an X in a random dude's head. He used to walk around all day, and people were like, hey, what's up with that next? And he's like, I fucked this dude's wife.
I love that it's like Metal Gear Solid Ludicrous rules. It's like, we don't have zip codes here, but if I can see when you're fucking active camo, like, you're getting CQC'd.
Yep.
Yeah, no, like, there was another one about how, like, if a woman wanted a divorce or a man wanted a divorce, they would just move their hammock to the other side of the room. So, like, I'm like, Lucy rules. Yeah, I was like, I've been divorced a bunch of times, and I'm like, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch, fuck you.
Yeah, that sucks. Like, I did that with my ex-girlfriend, where, like, I slept in the second bedroom, and she slept in the regular bedroom. And I was like, I guess we're divorced, but I couldn't do that forever. But I also didn't live in a town of 14 people that all fucked each other behind trees.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're all fucking behind trees and you sleep in hammocks, you're probably, like, pretty low-key about stuff. But then we did find this stuff about the rite of passage things where they're like, in order to become an adult, not only do you have to hit puberty, you also have to put on a shirt full of fire ants.
That was fucked up.
They have a mannequin of someone just going, pretty much. Photos. They had like a replica, which is kind of fucked up because it was like, wait, so you killed a bunch of fire ants to put them on this old shirt to put under glass in the museum so people know what it looks like? Like, they can't just imagine ants on this thing. You have to put dead ones on there.
But, like, what kind of fucking double dare shit is that? You're like, oh, you just had your first period. I know that's really hard for you, but you're a physical challenge. You have to wear the fire ant dress.
Yeah. So that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Good goats do you have it? No. Yeah, so that was a fun trip to the museum. Yeah, we looked at some dinosaur skeletons. They do this thing where they kind of like, you get up to the dinosaur floor and you're like, you want to see some fucking dinosaurs? And you're like, yeah, I love dinosaurs. And you go to the dinosaur room and you're like, fuck yes, I love all of these stupid lizard men. They're the coolest. Big turtles, large fish dragons. Let's go to the next room. And you're like, all right.
We got our own version of the weird little autistic kid from Jurassic World ready.
You're like, oh, cool, like more cool fucking. Is that a sloth? And you're like, wait. This is like a shitty bear. You're like, when did it's like when they recast Casper Van Dien in like the fucking direct-to-video Starship Troopers movies. And they're like, at what point did you think that we wouldn't notice? Because they're like, yeah, fucking dinosaur room, let's party. Dinosaurs. Everyone loves dinosaurs. I did that thing. And you go around the corner and you're like, all right, it's its leg. And then you go to the next corner and you're like, that's like a bear's great uncle. Like, that's a different animal.
Well, that's the thing. Like, dinosaurs are really hard to find. Like, they're literally just almost impossible to find. But when I was walking through this museum, they're dead. They're very
You can't find them.
They literally millions of years. So I was like, Max, that's really weird that like dinosaurs had to like look up and see like a bear in a tree. I was like, what was that? And he was like, Brian, I don't think they were here at the same time. And I was like, no, agree to disagree. All right, keep it moving. And then I realized that like I'm like the thing I'm like the most Donald Trump about. When it comes to just
your sense of history.
Yeah, when it comes to like ignoring the facts, is like dinosaurs with feathers. Like dinosaurs had feathers. They did. Yeah, that's just the thing they did. But me, I'm like,